I can't hear you, Ron.
Can they hear you?
Can you hear me? You can? What do I need to do? I can't hear him. I don't know what to do. You want us to leave and come back on? Yeah. All right. We'll see.
Can you hear me now, Alan? Can you hear me now? Give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Can you hear me? Okay, Cam, can you hear me now?
It's still distorted.
Huh, now I don't understand what it is. I don't understand it. Let me adjust this.
I don't either. I don't know what's going on.
It's got to be somewhere in this cold weather is causing some problems everywhere because I'm just getting where everybody can hear me.
Is it the fact that we're connected to Wi-Fi? Is that it?
No.
Because of weather? Okay.
What? Can they hear you good?
You can hear me perfectly fine, right?
I can hear you.
Let's try to leave again and come back on.
Okay.
All right.
But his first release is out, and he's making quite a name for himself all over the South. He's done Nashville, Rome, Georgia, and all over the Southeast. Mark my words, he's going to become a big name in country music. And first release will be right after the first of the year. You'll be able to stream it and all that good stuff. Hopefully everybody can hear me right now. Okay, Alan can hear me. Kim can hear me. Hello, Alan. Hello, Kim. Hope y'all are having a warm Monday night because it got damn cold. Hello, Diane. It's just downright cold today. While we went on Camden to come back with us, the weather's not going to change tomorrow either. It's still going to be cold, not going to get anything above 40 degrees, but the silver lining is it's supposed to get up to 60 and above the rest of the week. So that will be a good thing. What's up, Scott Hensley, the head big cheese of the Scenic City Invitational? Yeah, I'm drinking, believe it or not, I'm drinking some sweet tea. It's been one of those days. It was a typical Monday. Everything that happens on a Monday can happen, and you just take it with a grain of salt. How about those Florida Gators? I know Tennessee's catching a lot of grief on the way fans were packed in there without any masks and all that stuff Saturday. Didn't matter. It was an ugly win for Florida, but they won. So now we just have to wait and see. But the SEC championship game is set. Alabama, and Florida, just like the old days, when more often than not, those were the two fighting it out for the SEC championship. Mocs women's basketball opened their season yesterday. My understanding is we're going to know about the lookouts within the next couple of weeks. There have been some big changes, Scott, in the Southern League. There is no longer a Southern League team in Jacksonville. Well, you don't know my doctor, Scott, and she says the same thing. But if you've not heard, I know I talked about it last week on the show, there is no longer a team in Jacksonville. That affiliate of the Miami Marlins will be moving to Pensacola. The Twins have left Pensacola. They're going to be in Wichita. But the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp, they'll go to now. The Miami Marlins affiliate in the Southern League is moving to Pensacola because Jacksonville is stepping up and they're going to be playing AAA ball. Jacksonville can justify it based on their attendance and the size city. And it would not surprise me if sooner rather than later that Birmingham leaves the Southern League, because Birmingham leads the Southern League in attendance year after year after year, and they could justify having a AAA team there. But I think you will hear something real soon regarding the lookouts. It's just going to be interesting. The Southern League's going to have to replace the franchise. Southern League's going to have to replace. They're going to have a new franchise somewhere or operate with one team less. And yeah, Birmingham's nice. Jacksonville has a nice place. Pensacola is my favorite because of the way it overlooks the bay. Let's try to bring Camden back in here. Camden, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you perfectly fine now.
All right. Camden Smith is joining us. He's over there in Dade County, Trenton. Tell us, you got it coming out in January, your first release. You got to be excited.
Dude, I'm stoked. Excited is an understatement, man. You know, this song's really personal to me. I wrote it honestly about a month ago, and you know, it's a really touchy subject, and to be able to hear something that goes from a little recording on your voice phone to a studio version of a thing. So I can't see him no more now.
It's just you.
Okay. I came back because where was the song recorded at, Camden?
All right, now the audio is messed up. I don't know what's happening.
Okay. Let me come back in there. Can you hear me now? Are you there?
Yeah, it's still distorted. It was perfect just a second ago.
Yeah. I tell you what, I think it's the cold weather. I think it's the cold weather causing these problems. Where you recorded the song where?
Yeah, hold on. Let me do. Hold on. I'll be right back.
Okay. I honestly believe that part of these problems are related to the cold weather. I feel it in my bones. And when you get my age, trust me. If you keep up with Greg Payne, he had his batting order of Christmas movies, and it's pretty good. I'll give him a shout out for that. Although is it just me, or does Elf suck? Yeah, Pat is over there with his son, Trust me, Scott. Scott, while you can answer me, will there be a Scenic City Invitational down the road? And I can remember not that long ago, WWE superstar now, Matt Riddle, was at the Scenic City Invitational. What Scott does with his wrestling show is good stuff because it helps raise money for schools in the area. It has benefited Soddy Daisy. It's benefited Hickson. It's benefited East Hamilton, and he does good. He does a good job. It's a quality show. All right, let's try Camden again. Are you there, Camden?
I still can't. I can't hear anything.
Huh. Now I don't understand this. Let me see what I can do on my end, because I've got my mic turned up.
So you can hear him, you just sound distorted.
I can hear you, but it sounds super distorted.
Well, we're going to try to do this. Can you where was the song recorded at?
It was recorded at a local studio here in Chattanooga called Deadbird Studio, and it's kind of a private studio, and yeah, it's kind of like privately owned. So there's been some legends actually go in there and cut their stuff, like guys like Mitch Ryder and stuff like that. So it's a pretty neat place.
And folks need to may not know this. Mitch Ryder, Devil with the Blue Dress On, he is now a North Georgia resident. He lives down here, and that's a big deal. Now, you had the show at Puckett's this past weekend. How did that go?
It went pretty good, man. There was a lot of people there. Really responsive and energetic crowd. So I mean, it was a really good show. Good show.
I saw your post. I can't remember if it was yesterday, and you had talked about the people who condemn or not condemn it, but kind of poo-poo modern country music.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I saw some colleagues of mine make a post kind of dissing modern country music, and it propelled me to make that post. And my point is, music's got to evolve in every single way. There's going to be different styles of a genre. You know what I'm saying? If there wasn't evolution in music, we'd be listening to the same dang song for 100 years. You know what I'm saying? And another thing is, and what I said was, I respect them, and because they're working and making a whole lot more money than I am. You know what I'm saying? So if somebody who's more successful in something than I do, I'm going to respect them because they figured it out. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And another thing too, I see these artists, kind of like, I won't respect them, all that. And it's like, brother, don't call yourself an artist if you're not going to be open to different styles of your genre. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
so that's just my take on it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's why, I already just admired Garth Brooks to no end.
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
But what he did when he told the Country Music Association, I don't want to ever be nominated again for Entertainer of the Year. I've had my time. These young people are the ones that deserve it, not me.
Yeah, that's something really, really cool coming from somebody like that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he's done it all, and for him to kind of like, all right, I'm gonna let these young bucks take the reins now. You know what I'm saying? That's really, really cool. And I respect Garth. He seems like a down to earth guy, and I enjoy his music too. So,
well, we're in competition with him because he goes live on Facebook on Monday nights also.
Oh, really?
And if you have never watched it, it's actually pretty good. He just does it live from his in-home studio. Who are your influences?
where I come from, Dade County, you know, that's really one of my biggest influences is Dade County and just where I come from. You know, I try to put aspects of my life and experiences from my life in my music, but who I would say musically is my influences, I'd probably say a lot of Texas guys like, you know, Cole Wetzel and Parker McCollum and you know, guys like Jason Aldean, you know, up in Nashville, and those are probably my three biggest influences. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like they can be from Dade County. You know, they could pass for Dade County people, as we call them. So that's probably my three biggest influences.
Who is on? I don't know if you use Spotify or whatever. Whose music are you streaming right now? Who are you listening to the most?
Probably a lot of Cole Wetzel. Yeah, him and Aldean, you know, and obviously, you know, guys like Alabama, and I listen to all kind. You know, I listen everything from the from Frank Sinatra to, you know, Dean Martin to the Who to the Commodores. You know, everything. You know what I'm saying? And I'm glad that drumming, being a drummer, that's how I got broken into the business. But being a drummer gave me the, hey, dude, you need to listen to everything. You know what I'm saying? And I carry that into doing the frontman thing, and I apply that as well. So I listen to everything.
There aren't many venues that you've not appeared at in this area. I know you've been at Songbirds, you've been at Puckett's. You go to Rome quite often.
Yeah, it's a blessing for sure. I didn't think I was gonna play the places ever. You know what I'm saying? Puckett, Songbirds, the Brew House. It's crazy. It's wild. You know what I'm saying? I was there August 15th opening up for Neon Moon at the last show at Songbirds, and I'm on stage, and I'm like looking out in the crowd, and I'm like, I get the blessing to be the last opener ever.
Thank you, John.
You know what I'm saying?
It's sad that it was a great venue, and it's sad that everything that has happened in 2020 led to it shutting down.
Yeah, COVID sucks. It's ridiculous. It's definitely taken a big hit in the music industry. You know what I'm saying? I've said this for the longest time. You know, we're the first ones to leave and the last ones to get to come back. You know what I'm saying? So COVID sucks.
Hopefully 2021 is going to be a better year. I think once people start getting the vaccine and we watch those numbers drop down, live music is going to return, because I know the concert I had been waiting on for years was supposed to happen back in June in Atlanta. And that's the Doobie Brothers 50th anniversary tour. And now it's been rescheduled for July of 2021. The release is January 1.
Yes, sir. After you watch the ball drop and all that, you can go on iTunes or whatever streaming source that you want to go on. Look up "I Don't Want to Miss You" by Camden Smith, and it's going to be there. So
that title just automatically makes me think of a great country song.
I appreciate that, man, for real.
Now Pat's there with you.
He is.
And I've said this for 30 years. Pat will remember this song. I doubt if you've ever heard it. We're talking, everybody says that sounds like a country song. My favorite of all of them is "She's Acting Single, I'm Drinking Doubles." That is such a great song. But they'll be able to stream it on iTunes. Any streaming service is going to have it, and all they got to do is search Camden Smith.
Yes, sir. That's basically all it is, and it's I'm excited. You know, I got sent a video of the they put a guitar solo because you know in the rough cut that's what it was missing. They put they put a guitar solo in there, and the lead guitar player, I forgot his name, the lead guitar player for Radio Romance, which is actually a pretty well known band up in Nashville and all that. They played down here in Chattanooga many times, but the lead guitar player for Radio Romance actually tracked the guitar solo on my song. So there's some legends. There's some legends on there, man, for real. There's some
And
legends.
that's a testament to you and already becoming well known in the music industry to have people like that come in. Now, did you just cut the one?
Yes, sir, I did. Just a single for right now. So,
Any plans on doing an EP or in the near future?
there is. I'm cooking up some new stuff right now. So it's gonna be cool. 2021 is gonna be a big year for us. So.
Yeah, and that's the thing I like about what you're doing is you're writing your stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You're not depending on other people to write the stuff for you.
Uh-huh.
And that's why I encourage everybody right after that ball drops, get on there and stream this new tune because you're going to need to hear it. And we don't want to give them a sample of it tonight because we want them to go stream it.
Right. It's gonna be crazy, man. It's
Where can people go see you over the next couple of weeks?
the next couple of weeks. Actually, this Thursday I'm gonna be doing like a little kind of intimate setting at Purple Daisy this Thursday, and Purple Daisy in St. Elmo, right beside the Incline.
Yep, my daughter almost went to work there.
Really?
Almost.
That's awesome, man. But as of right now, that's all I got, and I think we're gonna hang low for the rest of 2020. Have a few shows here or there, but as of right now, that's the only show I have coming up.
Now, folks, he's out here. Buzz, hello, Cindy. I see you out there. I don't ever want to make Cindy mad at me. But you still go to school.
I do.
You
Yes.
work on. You're playing gigs on the weekend, and you're going to school during the week.
I do. Yeah, when everybody's asleep, I'm out doing my thing. So
How is school going?
it's
You're going to Dade County, right?
yeah, yes, sir. It's school. It's school, and we're man, it's testing week, and they're not letting us go to the restroom, and I mean it's just a load of bull crap's what it is, but it's whatever.
Yeah.
And I have a schedule too, man. You know, with using the restroom, and they're not going to allow me to do that, which is a problem. So,
Well, just think about this one day when you're living up in. Well, I tell you what, you can become the biggest star in country music, and I still think you're going to live in Dade County.
no, no.
I know. Some of the people that are tuned in tonight are Hickson High alums.
Really?
And, I can divulge now that Danny Shirley of Confederate Railroad, they always thought he was from Soddy Daisy, Tennessee.
Yeah.
He wasn't from Soddy Daisy. Danny went to Hickson High School. And now he's got his spread down in Armurchie. Right. So hidden out down there on his compound. Camden, January the 1st, iTunes, and it'll be on Spotify and everywhere else. Anywhere you stream music, you're going to be able to pick up Camden Smith's first release titled I Don't Want to Miss You, right?
Yes, sir.
Camden, thank you for joining us tonight. And Pat, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
We're going to get you back on here in a couple of weeks.
Okay, that sounds good.
We need to talk some wrestling.
All righty, sounds good, Ron. I
Because-
appreciate you having Camden on.
All righty. Guys, thank you so much. Go stay warm. It's just bitter cold out there.
It is. It is.
Thanks, Camden.
Yes, sir. Be careful, man.
All righty. Camden Smith, thanks, guy, for joining us. What a tremendous young man. And I'm telling you, he's going to be a big name in country music a whole lot sooner than later. COVID update. Numbers are coming down in Hamilton County, but we haven't had the Thanksgiving spike yet. 200 new cases today, or 200 cases yesterday, 177 today. 5 people succumbed to COVID-19 in Hamilton County today. And a startling statistic released by the Tennessee Department of Health yesterday: 29% of current active cases in Tennessee, 29% are currently hospitalized. The Hamilton County hospitals are near capacity in their ICU units. Please wear a freaking mask. But I'm going to get Pat Rose back on in a couple of weeks, because with Sting coming out in AEW, I want to get his take on, is there a future wrestling war like the old days between WCW and WWF? Is there one on the horizon for AEW and WWE? Today is a day, and my daughter-in-law just tuned in, and perfect timing, because Thursday night we are going to be joined by the executive producer of Jump Into the Fire, my son Chris, and his friend from over across the pond, Eddie T, who are the hosts of Scream Time Horror Podcast. And you will not find 2 more knowledgeable people when it comes to horror movies than Chris and Eddie T. So Thursday night, Chris will be joining us from his palatial compound in beautiful Red Bank. Okay, Cindy, are you happy I mentioned Red Bank? And Eddie will be joining us from over in England. And it won't be a long visit, because you take the time difference between Chattanooga, Tennessee and Great Britain, and it's going to be whatever it is in the morning in Great Britain when Eddie's on with us. But they're going to bring us up to date on some past and future editions of the Scream Time Horror Podcast. But back to that is startling, because roughly what you can say is 30 of every 100 COVID patients are in the hospital. And we've still not seen the Thanksgiving numbers start rolling in yet. They're going to start rolling in the next couple of weeks. So, and now, if I am understanding what they're reporting on the news correctly, Hamilton County Board of Education is considering allowing people who are currently positive for COVID work or come to school. Makes no sense. Let's hope that good sense comes to the top on this, and we don't need to do that, because there's one simple solution: social distance, wash your hands, and wear a damn mask. Couple of other little things I had thinking about before we get out of here tonight. And again, thank you, Camden Smith. What a great young man. Don't forget, right after the ball drops, you can go to whatever streaming service you use, and his first release, I Don't Want to Miss You, is going to be there. It's good stuff. And you need to remember that. The Titans sucked buttermilk last night or yesterday. My God, my mama never whooped my ass as bad as the Cleveland Browns whipped the Tennessee Titans. Unreal. If you don't follow her, go check out Angie Morian from Channel 12 on Twitter. I think it's at Sideline Stormer. And she put a good story together about what happened after the Fayetteville South Pittsburgh game, state championship game. A great story. And if you've not seen it, you can find the video. It's out there. It's been on ESPN. It's been on CBS News. How the Fayetteville team did something you just don't see that much of anymore. How they just won the state championship. But it's like, South Pittsburgh's hurting right now because they didn't win. And what Fayetteville players did to try and console the South Pittsburgh players, it'll choke you up. That is pure class. And kudos to the folks and the team at Fayetteville High School, the 1A Tennessee State champions, and how they responded in trying to take as much the pain as it's impossible to take all the pain away, but they just wanted to ease the pain of South Pittsburgh. My buddy Denise down in Atlanta is watching. Hi, sweetheart. I thought of you yesterday. I had to go put gas in my car and run something to my daughter's house, and I left it on the front porch, folks. The quarantine may be over, but I'm not taking any risk. I stopped, and I love Propel water. My preference is black cherry, but occasionally I will get the berry or I will get the grape. And I got a grape Propel. I thought of you. So just remember that. It's been a cold Monday night, and we're going to kick back. Once again, if you're not watching YouTube TV, man, that is the service to use. Thanks again to Camden for joining us. Thanks to his dad, the legendary Hall of Famer, Wrestling Hall of Famer, Pat Rose. And we'll have him on here in a couple of weeks. Don't forget, Thursday night, Chris and Eddie T with Scream Time Horror Podcasts will be with us. Go make it a great Monday evening for you and yours. Thanks to each and every one of you for tuning in. It's always fun. Sometimes I ramble. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I'm pissed about something. Other times I'm not. And before the holidays, I'm going to kind of piggyback off of what Greg Payne did today on his Facebook Live. He calls it the batting order. I just do top 10. And before Christmas, and we may do that Saturday night. That seems like a good, thank you, Alan. Denise, the next time you come up here to see your daughter, I will buy you a case of Propel. Okay? Grape. But I'll do my top 10 Christmas movies. My top 10. Yes, I come across as the modern day version of Ebenezer Scrooge. But there are some Christmas movies that I truly, truly like. And I watched one of them the other night for the 573rd time, Christmas Vacation. But we'll do that Saturday. My personal top 10 Christmas movies. And no, Die Hard is not on that list. It's not on it. Okay? No, in fact, we're going to do my top 5. My personal 5 favorite Christmas movies. And that will be it. So that's going to wrap it up. Thank you, Cindy. You are a gem. I'm telling you. We're going to get out of here. Go enjoy what's left of your Monday night. Please stay warm. And it'll be back up to 60 Wednesday. As always, in what has become the year of the turd, 2020, remember to please be kind to each other. Good night.